Good evening, guys. Good evening once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our gorgeous, gorgeous country. Don't be surprised seeing me this late at night talking about politics in the night. It's because by right I'm supposed to be in bed, but because I don't want to bath, because it's freezing, I'm still trying to get the mood to bath then so I can go to bed. You see, did you see what time is it? That will tell you how cold it is. But anyway, guys, I want to talk about the Democratic Alliance. You see, for so long, the Democratic Alliance has been very comfortable in this political life because they've been the opposition for the longest time. So they got to point fingers and be throwing stones at the apple at the top. Not that the apple is not without fault, but because the apple was at the top. So they've been throwing stones and getting new votes and keeping their votes and getting the new ones, So they were looking good as this polished diamond. You see what I'm saying? So they joined the GNU and now things started changing. I remember Nomvula Mokonyane saying that the Democratic Alliance started appreciating what it takes to be at the top leadership, to be in government. So now, I was looking at this, I was like, you know what, at the end of the day, forget this color thing, we are the same. For the longest time, that language was for quote-unquote black people, quote-unquote. You understand what I'm saying? Or rather, let me say people of color. But now they're talking the same language. I'm talking about the Democratic Alliance voters now. It was like a dream when I was seeing these comments. So many of them, as you'll read yourself later on, I'm just going to share and put here. I saw the language that says sellouts, Cyril Ramaphosa's lapdogs, what? But, the one that stood out for me is the sellout one. I was like, at the end of the day, we need to really discuss this thing of color, what, because at the end of the day, we are the same. And I'm talking about now the racist ones now. They need to forget this skin color thing because it was like I'm sitting in the black TikTok accounts there when I was seeing the comments, it was like that content. When you know that these are just black people commenting here and they were white people. I saw the names, Pela, and I saw the names and I saw the profile photos. They were like, sellout. This one is not getting my... No, the sellout one. The sellout. Because that's supposed to be our language. But now I saw the Democratic Alliance. I was like, you know what? They are getting to see. It means them going to the US and denouncing the Genocide. It rubbed them off the wrong way. So how many of them are in the Democratic Alliance since they're saying they're not going to vote for the Democratic Alliance anymore? Time will tell. We'll see how infested the Democratic Alliance was with racist votes. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? But I don't want to keep you for long with my talking. I just want to share that video clip with you, and then I want to be back with more commentary because I've said a lot already. I just want you to see that and see what I saw. Do have yourself a beautiful night.
That have been whispered in his ear about South Africa. Things like a genocide. There's no genocide in South Africa. Things like mass expropriation without compensation. It's not a single farm that's been expropriated without compensation in South Africa. Yes, we have some issues with crime and criminality, but these affect all of our citizens in the same way. And so what we need to do is to make sure that when important trading partners like the US are making decisions around their outlook, their trade, their positioning, that they're making it based on the facts and not the fiction. And I think that's going to be very, very important. And then, of course, I want more market access for South African agricultural goods. Currently, we can only get citrus into the US from the Western Cape and I think it's Limpopo. That means that 85% of the rest of our citrus production doesn't have exposure. I'd like to change that.
In your engagements with the agricultural sector, following the 49 people left for the US, what are the general farmers saying on the ground in terms of
Hi, I'm John Steenhuisen, leader of the Democratic Alliance. The Democratic Alliance fundamentally believes that private property rights are the cornerstone of a thriving economy and a thriving country. And that is why we're the only political party that's in court currently challenging the Expropriation Act. We believe that compensation in terms of any expropriation must be just and equitable, just as Section 25 of the Constitution dictates. We will continue to fight for property rights in South Africa and to protect the ownership rights of private property, because we fundamentally believe that these are the type of policies that lead to a growing economy. I want to give you the assurance that we are confident that our court challenge on the constitutionality of the current Expropriation Act will succeed. We believe we have a good case, and we look forward to making that case in the courts of the Republic of South Africa. We will keep you posted on the progress of this particular court case, and obviously give you the assurance that we will always stand up for the Constitution, the rule of law, and property rights in South Africa.